Welcome to the Tea with Tamara podcast. I'm Tamara Arnold, and it wasn't that long ago that I was a broke single mom, drinking way too much, completely detached from everything. Now I've written multiple books, downloaded I Could Read Chakras, and I'm a channel for the universe. I'm a real person with real stories, and I can't wait to share them with you. So grab a warm bevy, and let's have some enlightened conversation to live our best life. Happy Magical Monday, friends! I'm dropping this download to you live from my bedroom. I don't even think we're close enough to Valentine's Day for that to be a super fun thing to say, but I just thoroughly enjoy the view out of my bedroom window. It may be cold and wintry, but all I can see is beautiful, dense trees, and I have the most incredible backyard. And so I wanted to celebrate it. And I thought, why not sit on my bed and look at my window while I'm recording today? So today is one of my favorite podcast episodes because I think it can be a truly powerful game changer and shifter in not only your business, but your life. I want to drop some productivity hacks, like ways in which you can get more done in your day and feel less stressed while you're doing it. Now, I don't know about you, but if I could get some imaginary hand raises up in the air for who wouldn't want to know how to completely hack your day in order to feel like you are more in control, get more things done, have more space for yourself, and, have a higher energy level all around. I mean, who doesn't want that? So I may not say things that you necessarily want to hear today because it's always like your body will be like, man, Tamara, I didn't want to know that. Why'd you have to bring my awareness to this? Because now I can't not see it or not feel it or not know it because you brought it up, and now I'm going to pay attention to it, and you're going to notice all the time that is seeping out of your life every single moment of every day. And so it tends to always have something to do with what I'm writing in The Blind Leap. My current book, as I'm doing the podcast, it all just kind of ties into a pretty bow, a package, if you will, that I want to share. And there was one analogy that I'm actually going to share from the book today that I thought was really powerful as it was flowing through me. And it really is knowing how to utilize this one thing that we all feel as the exact way to accomplish more in our day. And it's going to suck a little bit if you've never heard this before and you're going to be like, really, that's it? And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's it. That's the thing. That's what needs to be done in order for you to achieve more in less time. And you're going to be like, but I don't know how I feel about this, Tamara. But I'm going to save that one for last. Because here's the truth. First and foremost, I don't know how many points I'm going to have, so I can't say these are the X amount of things that you need to do. They're just going to kind of flow out of me, and we're just going to go with whatever comes out. First and foremost, the most important thing in getting more done in the day is creating more space for yourself. That means taking care of yourself first energetically so that you actually have an energy bank that is full enough to accomplish whatever task that you need. This is a huge energy hack, and it's a life hack, and it's a business hack. You can talk to any successful person in the land and they're going to tell you, yes, they have a morning routine. Yes, they exercise. Yes, they take care of themselves. And this is because when we are a full cup, then if we're pouring our water out to accomplish different tasks, we still have a lot more water left to hydrate and feel amazing. Right? You need to 100% be taking care of your personal being first. That is your number one productivity hack. That means that you can't just get up out of bed, grab your phone, start working, and feel good and get a lot accomplished. You're going to find yourself getting distracted more in that space than if you just set yourself up. Now, I have to look up the stat because it's one of my favorite stats to use, but somehow in the last little while, I forgot if it was 20 or 30%. But when I was at Archangel in September, and Brendan Bouchard said, if you don't touch your phone in the first hour of being awake, I want to say 30%. You'll have 30% more productivity in your week simply by not starting your day with fight or flight mode. And I mean, guys, that's a huge productivity hack. Just don't touch your phones for the first hour of your day. Imagine setting yourself up energetically without having to feel like you're in comparison or jealousy mode. So that's definitely one. And I'm going to take it even further when we're talking about creating your own energetic space and your own vibration to go forward into your day. Do the thing that lights you up, whether it is, having baths, reading your book. Fill your day with lots of things. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed or your brain is starting to get distracted or you're getting distracted, find a way to do like a meditation for 10 minutes or, some ab workout or whatever it is that lights you up. Read a chapter of your book. That's always on my list. Write in your journal. Do something to be for you and then go back to work. You're going to notice that you're going to get far more achieved in less time by making sure that you put your energy and your internal being number one. That's a huge one. Number 2, have a plan for your day. Don't just wake up and be like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. That's going to cause a lot of time wasting, a lot of trying to figure out what you want to do. And at the end of the day, when you're like, I didn't really get anything done, it's because you did not put any idea into your day. So, if you're like, okay, I want to create a program, I want to write some emails, I want to reach out to some people, write a magazine article, record a podcast, record a meditation, whatever it is, write a list of things that you would like to get accomplished every single day. And then if I were you, I would take a big giant highlighter or star or arrow onto the one thing that you least want to do, whatever that is. And do that right away. When it's time to turn on that computer or turn on your workday, look at that nasty thing that makes you feel like you want to vomit and do it first. Because that one thing will loom over you all day and be like, you haven't done me, you haven't done me. So why wouldn't you just do that first? And then you'll be like, yeah, I did that. And your whole vibrational being will get lighter and you'll get so much more done knowing that one giant, is off your plate. Number 3. I'm going to tell you that another most important, productivity hack is choosing to end your day at a reasonable time. That means, thinking that getting work done in the evening when your brain is not functioning isn't a good idea. Have you ever looked at the work that you do after your work day? Like when you're half drooling on the couch and one eye is closed because you've been working? Maybe you are picking up your phone first thing in the morning and you tap, tap, tap. And then by 8, 9 o'clock at night, you're like, I'm just going to do this one thing. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. This will never, ever support because next day probably you're going to read that and go, what was I thinking? And you're going to spend time the next day actually fixing what you were writing the evening before, and that's going to take up valuable time the next day. Imagine if you just woken up, had that as your number one must-do thing, and be like, boom, 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 when you're at your highest vibrational self, and you accomplished it with the most energy and got it done faster because the evening amount that you did it and then fixing it in the morning was twice as much time as if you had just not done work evening stuff. And I don't know how many people I talk to because I have access to tons of entrepreneurs and I speak to a lot of them who say that this one thing, which is closing down their brains and their bodies in the evening to support being present with their family and in their bodies and with their lives, how much of an impact that makes on their ability to accomplish more the next day. Something to think about. And I'm not perfect, you guys. I have been wanting to incorporate an evening routine for myself because I'm phenomenal at my morning routine, but I want to have a bath and meditate and journal in the evenings, those 3 things. And I'm a work in progress. I am. I tend to choose Netflix right now to come down and unwind. And I don't want to do that anymore. Because I know that if I just have a bath and meditate and journal, I'll be even more productive the next day. So just, let your humanness, this isn't about, getting upset with ourselves for not doing things. It's just acknowledging and bringing awareness to what we do want to do and how much more we want to get done in the day. Because again, we tend to wake up in the day without a plan. We tend to not take care of ourselves and just go into some strange autopilot mode of getting lost in Facebook and getting lost in social media and watching what other people are doing and not feeling good about what we're doing and thinking we're behind, and we're watching other people's highlight reels and we're thinking that we should be where they are, when really we just need to be taking small steps every day to cover a lot of ground. And if we had the focus to accomplish the things we needed to do, and we didn't allow ourselves to get distracted by things that don't matter, and we took small steps that had intention behind them every single day, this is how we would be way more productive. Simple, easy, and feeling amazing. But I do want to share the number one. I said it at the beginning. This is, to me, is the biggest productivity hack you will ever learn. And that is when you choose to no longer fight with your resistance and see it as the fuel of accomplishing things in your life that will make the most impact. When you see the resistance that you feel as a flashlight to the path to the unknown of expansion and growth. What that means is that instead, when you feel resistance, you hide away and run away from whatever it is that was causing the resistance and say, ooh, not today, or I don't want to. You feel that resistance and you go like, oh my God, I am so scared. I kind of feel like I'm going to want to vomit. That is how I know that whatever that feeling is giving me, whatever that thing I want to accomplish that I'm feeling this way over, that's the very thing I need to do. Because if I'm feeling resistance, that's an unknown thing on the other side. And unknown things in our lives give us the greatest capacity to shift into the next versions of ourselves. They give us the opportunity to do the things that cause our business to be seen, us to be seen, get clients, receive financial pay, to know that we are stepping into, serving at a higher level. And so I'm going to ask you today, of all the things that I've said, to have awareness over your resistance, what you are feeling like you don't want to do. And I'm going to ask you to take action on that, right? And I have listed a bunch of things today. And maybe one of them you were like, no, I'm not going to do that. Maybe it was simply not touching your phone for the first hour that you woke up. And maybe that's where you start. Right? Because you were like, I need to touch my phone. What if something happens? What if this is? People need me. They don't need you. An hour does not break anything. I promise you. Right? Maybe it was that you were resisting, doing a morning routine or an evening routine or going for a walk or taking care of you, that you feel bad or you feel guilty that, you need to, worry about the kids when they wake up and make their lunch and do the things and then, take them to all the extracurriculars after school. And there's just no way, there's no time in your day for you. If you're resisting that piece, I'm going to tell you, that's the very thing that you need to be focusing on. If you are resisting writing a to-do list, because you don't like them or they don't feel right or that's not how you work or that's not how you, feel your most creative, I'm going to bring awareness to the fact that maybe you're not accomplishing as much as you possibly can in a day, right? Maybe there's more and a faster way that you can bring your art, your creativity, your being out into this world. And so by writing a simple to-do list with a few things on it and you're resisting it, I'd say give it a try. Maybe you'll notice and expand itself on the other side of that. If it was to email some people, write an article, be seen, and you were resisting that piece of this conversation, guess what I'm going to tell you? Maybe it's time to send some emails, write a Facebook post, be present, contact a magazine. Do the thing. Because that, my friends, is where you will grow. That is where you will expand. This is where you will accomplish more in less time. So I think I dropped 4, maybe 5 productivity hacks today. All of them exceptionally important. And if you want to have a decent day working, I personally work from 10 to 6, take Fridays off, do the occasional thing like record a podcast on a weekend that takes me about 15 minutes But on the whole, I live an existence in which I am joyfully showing up for everything that I do. And I absolutely put myself first, and I have the list. And I had to become this person. I wasn't always this person, but I can promise you, I get more done in a day, in a week, than most people do in a month. Maybe even longer. Simply because I used focused action. I know what it is that I need to accomplish, and then I just do it. I don't let something else take me away from doing it. The doing, the inspired action, creates so much getting done. And on that, I think I've left you with enough juicy bombs to live a very productive life and business. And I would love to hear what you guys think or how you're going to be utilizing this podcast. Please tag me at Tamara Arnold Author on Instagram or on Facebook and let me know. Let me know that you listen to the podcast. I love to see you guys listening to it. And I hope you have a magical day, and we shall talk very soon.